Hello. When water is falling from the sky, what would I say to you? It's reindeer. It's reindeer.
Oh right, yeah. I get that now. I thought it was some sort of like scientific
No,
thing.
it was just a really bad joke. Oh, sorry.
Hello.
Welcome to My Virgin Kitchen. We are your self-taught hosts, Mrs. Barry.
Look what I just made.
This is a reindeer cake. We haven't given it a name yet.
No. I said Rose, but you were like, why Rose?
I was just saying, I was hoping you might say Rudolph.
Well, I did.
Quite stereotypical.
But yeah, it is Rudolph. It's got its red shiny nose. His big antlers.
You going to tell them how you did it then, or are we just going to have a chat?
Yeah. Better get on with it. We're going to start this recipe with a basic chocolate cake.
Basic.
Basic. That sounded funny.
Pretty French.
Yeah.
Basic. Sorry.
I've already done a basic chocolate cake recipe, but yeah, this is how we did it. We creamed together the butter and sugar with an electric whisk, right?
We did?
I did.
Well, yeah,
No, we did.
you did.
I did. Then I added
Stood waiting
in...
for cake.
Yeah, you did. Then I added in 4 eggs, but I did it one at a time, beating well between each addition.
That's to stop the egg curdling, isn't it?
It is.
And if you want to flavour your cake, at this point is when you could add in...
Yeah, orange essence, vanilla, but we're going for chocolate today. Next up, added your dry ingredients. So I sieved in our flour, cocoa powder and baking powder all in one go and just sieved away.
That's what you do with a sieve, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sieve.
Sieve.
And it just looks like snow and chocolate. I don't know what I was trying to say. Then we're just going to gently fold the mixture in. Make sure you get your spatula right down to the bottom of your bowl. You don't want any white, floury, eggy mixture left behind. You want it all one nice brown chocolatey colour.
Nice, your batter done, right?
Yeah, and that's the cake batter all done. And then you can divide it between 2 greased and lined cake tins. Just make sure it's spread out nice and evenly, and then it's ready to go in the oven.
You're going to tell them what you did? Like, Mrs. Barry actually weighed out both tins to make sure they were evenly... That's clever. I mean, some people just go do it with their eye, like, yeah, that's about right.
But my eyes aren't that. I look at it and I think...
Like Rudolph's eyes, one eye up, one eye down.
But I look at it and I think, oh yeah, they look about right, and then they're like way off. But actually they were both about equal, so...
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good trick. Weigh your cake tins to make sure they're even. Once the cake batter...
I was going to say, yeah, that's the same. So with that, you basically had a template for the antler, right?
I did, yeah. And I am... excuse me.
Excuse me.
On greaseproof paper, we just traced around it and then got the melted chocolate and spread it evenly and thinly up the antlers.
You then get...
Antlers?
Up the antlers? Right up your antlers. You then get yourself a bamboo skewer, sit it in the antler,
yes,
and seal it in with some chocolate.
Yeah, but try and get it in there before the chocolate sets, because I found this chocolate set real quick.
Oh really?
Really quick. So yeah,
I was there, yeah, but I think
in.
I was just...
You're just behind the camera.
Yeah, I was just...
Eating crisps. Gently push it in.
I was eating crisps, actually. Never tell everyone.
I don't know why that's so funny.
Neither do I. There'll be people down below
You're
going...
like, what?
So to make the buttercream, let's be honest, it's never clean when we make buttercream. No matter all these food hacks you do.
I can make it, but just not very tidily. I get it everywhere, and it did.
You beat the butter until it was really pale. It was like so loose and floppy. It was like water.
It was.
You really did beat it. Like,
I did beat it. And then we, what did we do next?
Added in the icing sugar.
Oh yeah, we sieved in the icing sugar. I had quite a lot of icing sugar.
That went everywhere.
Yeah, so even though I did do it a little bit at a time, it still went everywhere. It's once it's in, you sieve it in, there's like a puff of smoke, and then you've got to stir it, beat it all in together, and it's at that point.
This is Mrs. Barry in full rant mode. This is as aggressive as she gets. It's not nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyhow, keep adding your icing sugar until there's none left, and keep giving it a good mix in between adding it, and then you can add in your cocoa powder.
Very nice.
Give it another good mix, and then you can add your milk, and the milk will loosen it up because you probably find it's really stiff.
Yeah.
With that cocoa powder. Oh, I couldn't do it. I was like that. Oh.
So you actually make 2 loads of that buttercream. The first one is for doing a frost. And your first frost can be quite rough, can't it?
Yes.
Which is good if you have.
Which is good for me.
Yeah, you just chucked it on there, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's all going to get covered.
Yeah, it is. So we put one on the bottom sponge, a little bit of chocolate frosting, then put the second sponge on top, and then we covered the top and the side. So to get your buttercream icing into the piping bag with a star nozzle on it, we've got this really cool hack that we showed you in a previous video, I think.
It's not previous now. It's not actually up yet, but it will be by the time this one's up, I think.
Yeah, it will be. And then this acts as like another hand, really. And then you can just fill it with your buttercream.
What is that even? Another hand?
It's like a hand because it's like a stand. It's holding it for you.
Okay. So yeah, it does work really well.
Yeah, it does. So then you're going to fill it with your buttercream icing and then you're ready to pipe away.
And Mrs. Barry was extremely nervous if you saw our vlog of this week. You know, she did so well. It's all about learning, and you know, you started off with the bottom bit,
I did.
worked your way up the sides, and then did the top.
Yeah, this is the most I've ever iced, or the most like in detail, and I was really panicking about getting them the right size, the same shape, and in line.
It was
as well.
stressful. I mean, as me even watching,
I told him to get out of the way.
Yeah, get out! Like,
I was stood like this side, and he was here, just like hovering, and I went, "You put me off,
call it
and you move."
coaching. Yeah, it's
Go
my
away.
cake. My cake. You make a salad. You do the salads. I do the cakes. To finish the reindeer cake's face, Mrs. Barry used some ready rolled icing. Red for the nose, white and black for the eyes. So you press the black into the white circles just to squish them in there a little bit. And then you use a cocktail stick into the nose, which is painful, but then you just push it into your cake. It will hold. You can just mould it again if it looked. I thought it looked a bit square, so Mrs. Barry tweaked it.
Gave it a little bit of a squish. Yeah.
The eyes, you don't need to be so brutal with. There's no cocktail sticks. You just press them in and the icing will grip it, right?
Yes, it does. And the finale was the antlers. So I got them out the fridge, gently got them off greaseproof paper, and then...
Grace-proof?
Great.
Grace? Anyone called Grace? No, you're not allowed near this. Don't do this now. Don't do it.
Oh dear.
Sorry.
We gently just pushed them into the top of the cake. There was a bit of discussion and debate about which way round.
Yeah, we were like,
which way did they go? But
about
we decided this way.
Now.
Yeah, this way. And I nearly put them both in facing the same way.
Like windswept. With him in there, I hope you'll agree, it is looking absolutely stonking.
It did.
And I was so proud of Mrs. Barry. I'm getting quite emotional now. It looks beautiful.
It does.
The only thing we haven't done is eat it. Let's let Rudolph eat himself.
That does look good though.
It does.
So this would be a really good idea if you want to make a dessert for Christmas Day. A lot of you have asked on the coffee cake recipe, I think it was, some of you asked for a dessert recipe for it. So for Christmas Day, this would be perfect.
Really, really good. But that is it then, folks. Really hope you enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe for regular videos. Follow our other channel where we do behind the scenes each week, and also on social media where the story continues. Behind the scenes bits and bobs. Is it good?
Very good.
All right. We will see you next time.